Well, the barbershop is the cornerstone to the community. It's a place where you have people from all over come in, different ages. You know, they come in, they sit down, and they share their personal lives. And it's a place that I find it for me where I have to pour in some hope at times where they are lacking. When people come in, you know, I feel their pulse, and it's not beating as fast as it used to beat. You know what I mean? There's a lot of low people right now, you know, and it's tough for me because they look for answers.
How tough is it out there right now?
Well, I mean, I have people that have been working on jobs for 20 years that have lost jobs, you know, the company downsized, and now they're looking at trying to find their fit into society today. And it's tough, you know, when you've been working somewhere for so long, where do I fit? You have people coming out of high school trying to figure out, what do I do? You know, it was difficult for my parents, now it's more difficult for me too. So you have people that are heavily educated, you know, masters, PhDs, with the same questions and concerns of people that are coming out of high school. Where do I go? What's the fit for me?
When you kind of look at this situation, our series is Saving America, 28 Ideas in 28 Days. What do you think America needs saving from?
I think the biggest problem is greed. I mean, that problem there, you know, you lose sight of one another. And when you lose sight of one another, you lose sight of the community.
What is the most common thing you hear from people sitting in your chair?
I need a job. I need a job. I want to work. That's the most common thing that I hear.
There are no easy answers to difficult questions.
No, Jesus. That's the easy answer. If I can give it to you, you can find it in the Word of God. I mean, hope, I mean, His promises, that's what you have to lean on during tough times. I mean, it's the environment of rebirth, you know, and sometimes we look at the high tipping point, but sometimes the low tipping point is where we need to focus on. Our low moments are where our great moments are made.
If you had one message for Washington, what would it be?
Don't forget the people. Don't forget the people when you're making decisions that affect the people. Don't forget the children when you're looking at the future.
What's the best thing about this country?
That we do have opportunities. I mean, and you have to just be able to be open to be able to find the opportunities that are there. You know, don't look at every closed door as the end. Stay prayed up and get repositioned, retool yourself so that when that door opens up, you're prepared to walk right in.
What is the biggest challenge in your mind facing this community, this country?
Well, that's a twofold question, because when I look at this community as a whole, Fort Wayne, Indiana, we need to look at the four quadrants as a whole. You know, the southeast side of town has really, if you look at it, has not really seen its better days in terms of receiving resources, you know, as other communities have. And you can see the pain of that, you know, as you go through the community. When you look at it in a broader scope, I mean, there's the communities make up the bigger picture. You know, every community, when I look at the world news, it seems like they're going through the same issues. But this community here, we really have a lot of work to do. And I really think we need to learn to work together, you know, to be able to try to pool together everything that we're doing to make it work as a unit.
How do you kind of pull people together? How does that happen?
Put aside your differences. You know, put aside what you may feel for yourself and understand that there's a bigger picture and there's a lot more people that are affected behind the decisions that we make. You know, when we look at it from how does it affect me, my organization, a lot of times you may be missing somebody. But if you have 2 or 3 organizations that can work together, we may not meet all our needs, but everybody can be able to get something accomplished.